especially when they're, trying.
Exactly.
Like, oh my god,
like,
they are just on another level.
I think
and you can say that especially for Literally Who and Candle. Like, they are also just absurdly good at this game.
Yeah, I really think the difference here is going to be, like, if we had to measure players on a scale from, like, 1 to 10, do you take the players that are closer to the 10, or do you take the 7 and 8s that are so in sync with each other that it's unreal, right?
Right, yeah. With the amount that I've gotten, like, comboed from, like, 30 to death by Oath CRB here today, like, it is absurd, and it's gonna be tough to, match that, get enough wins in neutral or enough of an advantage otherwise to overcome that.
Yeah, as we're seeing, they are starting off the lead. Like, the better players, quote unquote, like, are here, but there's just something in between those two.
Yes. Also, I don't think they have that much Olimar experience, I'd assume, but they definitely have a lot of Incineroar experience with Sandschloss in Fox Valley area, like, they see this character all the time. They're not going to be getting chump checked as much as probably some of the other teams.
Yeah, I can't imagine much Olimar. I don't think there's any Olimars besides 34 in Wisconsin, and Lacrosse and Appleton are about the farthest you're going to get away from competitive scenes in the state, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's probably a little closer than, like, Milwaukee area.
Maybe. It's not close, though, basically.
Yeah, no, you're not making this drive unless there's a huge event like this, and I don't think there's ever really huge events in Fox Valley area.
Yeah, not often. But it's cool to see, like, players you don't standardly see going against each other. Phenomenal DI from Candle there.
Yeah, there's a reason he's... Do you know what he's ranked? Is he, like, 2?
Like, for this tournament? So he's ranked from Minnesota. He doesn't actually do ranking in Wisconsin, but I'm pretty sure he beats Comet pretty consistently. He would be number 1 if he competed here. Yeah. And, like, if he wasn't number 1, he'd be number 2 to Comet, right? Okay. So he's definitely a very,
top
very
2
high
in the
level
state
player.
if he was here.
Yep, exactly.
Right, okay.
And so from what I know, right now on, like, the top 200 ranking, whatever that came out some time ago, Comet was, like, just outside of top 200, if not barely in it. Candle was ranked 84.
Jesus.
Yeah, Candle's good, and that's not really a question.
Yeah. Yeah, I was never questioning that. That good? That's crazy to hear. That's cool.
Yeah, they're very, very good player. My favorite part about the last Banbury Bash is he beat Comet, and then he tweeted, like, a day later, "How do you even beat Fox as Olimar?" And I just thought that was beyond disrespectful.
That is so cool.
I thought that was beyond disrespectful. I don't think 34 meant that way, or Candle, rather. They don't seem like the kind of person to do that. But, yeah, as we can see here, the North combo of CRB and Oath is actually taking a lead here. It seems like their team synergy is good enough to back these two against the corner, but, and Incineroar is dead. Yeah. It's just a 2v1 versus Candle. Number 84 in the world versus...
really know how to play their 2v1. Like, it is so absurd. Granted, I spoke too soon.
Yeah. Parry into purple S smash is going to do that. And, Ben's obviously a good player. He was PR in state multiple times, but...
And I think on that one...
Did he get it?
It is.
Oh my god!
As I was going to say, though, on that one top 100 in-state or whatever it was that came out a while ago, I think Sophist tweeted, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not the greatest list, but, like, as a general sense still, he was 35th on that, I believe. So,
good. We all know
yeah, really good player.
Yep.
Yes.
OCRB took a game. Can we self-impose a team name on OCRB?
What is
We
it?
promise we're straight.
I feel like leaving it Oath CRB is probably what we'll want to do here. Yeah, anyways, going right back into game 2 here, switching it up to Smashville here. Do you remember what the differences with the blast zones for Smashville.
Smashville's very tiny. Just
Very tiny. So yeah.
general.
Anyways, did you see that?
I was not paying attention. I blinked and
I
CRB
believe
died.
down air 2-frame from Incineroar on the Paleo.
So
already, like that was 10 seconds, I think, or like close to it. And you know,
it's just an HDMI issue. The stream's fine. Okay.
Granted, you know, already 100% on the Incineroar, so it's not as big of a deal to have that stock lost instantly. But yeah, it is not something.
Oh well, 120 on
seeing.
Incineroar. Incineroar is heavy. That boy is living for a while, and
That
getting
is true.
rage on someone with that much kill power. If he gets a little bit of revenge, it could become checkmate real fast. But we're seeing.
Yeah, I see how that strategy works now. Latching the Pikmin onto Incineroar for him to revenge.
Yup.
That's. I don't think that's how that interaction should work. That feels kind of
Well,
cheap.
yeah. I mean, every character's gonna have synergy if you look hard enough. And,
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure Candle knows how to best do it. And, you know, literally who on, you know, even a different character than he's renowned for. is still gonna know
Another
about his
down
character.
air. Okay.
Yeah. See, we saw.
Yeah, they're out for blood after that last one. They are mad.
We saw. We promise we're straight. You know, have the team synergy.
Okay,
kick
no,
through.
no, no.
And
We're not doing that one here. We're not
Okay,
doing
fine,
that
fine.
one.
Like we had those people like they're.
Oh yeah.
Oath and CRB's team synergy was definitely good enough to like win them game 1, but game 2, I think they're just showing, yeah, we're the better players, and you're just gonna have to watch us win. And like a lot of it, I think too, is gonna depend on whether they play quote unquote proper doubles or just splitting the game into 2 1v1s. Because if they are playing for team combos and they're playing bouncing back and forth and like guarding other people during edge guards, it's gonna be pretty promising. But if it just ends up where the two of them just keep on smacking each other, it's going to be very, very difficult for Oath and CRB to overcome the 1v1s against players of this caliber.
Yeah.
That being said, they have clawed their way back into this game as they're both synchronized off stage, and once again, it's Ben left to carry the torch.
But yeah,
This time,
doing
a much
that-
harder job.
yeah, against 2 players, one of which has 2 stocks, and also
Good
is
tech.
Candle. You know, that's not happening.
Yo!
That is
You're telling me
not
that
common to
Alolan
see.
Whip is PR'd?
I don't think Vomit is PR.
Oh, is Vomit not PR in Minnesota right now?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know if he ever was.
I
know
don't
he's.
I know he's
like he's
really,
definitely good
really,
enough.
really
no,
good.
I remember like a year or 2 ago he was at Minnesota Arcadian.
Yeah.
Or is Arcadian the one where they don't allow?
Yeah, Arcadians
PR
are
players?
where they don't love PR.
So yeah, so he must not have been PR'd unless he got it since then. But I doubt that.
I don't know, man. All I know is that
What? Oh.
Imran was in Central for a while, and so I follow Imran and talk to Imran. And when he went back to Minnesota, I know he's done nothing but sing Vomit's praises.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Imran's not an easy person to please. And so the way I look at it is if he has Imran's nod of approval, he's probably a pretty good player.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he's got wins on most of the top 10 in Minnesota. Granted, not winning records, but you know, having
Yeah,
those
there is a
wins.
big difference between I can beat and I consistently beat.
Especially since I think Failbot is like part of his like friend group, or at least tangentially related to his friend group. I'm not sure.
I don't know
all
how
of the
Minnesota
specifics on that. What?
I don't know how Minnesota friend groups work.
yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah, no. The only reason I know that is because the previous TO at UW Eau Claire is part of that friend group.
Okay.
So that's the biggest reason why I know anything about Vomit here. Literally who, as he's going currently.
Yeah.
Okay, do we know why he's doing that?
I don't know. He said earlier that he didn't want people to know who he was, but it sounded like a joke.
I think people know who he is.
I think everyone knows who he is. He was at NTC Open.
Anyone who
He was
would
at-
know who
exactly.
he is going to know who he is.
Pretty much. I agree that you're probably right in that regard. As we see here, I was gonna say that Red Team was up stocks, but
Yeah, no,
instantly Candle dying the second I say that. And
I
Zero
would
at
say
132.
OCRB currently winning this game, even
Yes.
though it is like essentially.
If they
even.
kill CRB right now, it's probably back to their favor. But it's looking very, very doable for OCRB right now, considering Incineroar's at 150. Rolling into an F smash, not going to help their case.
Yeah, and just barely not placing that explosive flame in the right spot to let CRB recover safely there.
For sure, for sure. Ben now, or Oath at 132, offset dead.
Yeah,
this got reversals for them real fast. Like I said, if they kill CRB right then, it was over, and then they also got Ben before they really lost any.
Yeah, and unfortunate misspacing there, getting hit by the Darkest Larry at that time, being able to punish it, connect into that drag down there, up tilt, getting the kill.
So something I would be interested to see, like obviously Vomit, very, very, very solid player. Well, there goes what I was about to say. I was going to say if they can cheese out this stock and then force like a share stock, it could be a different story. But as it stands right now, there's a triple
saving.
There's a triple down B. Incineroar on the loose. I'm not sure anyone wants to fight that.
It seems he does actually want to fight that.
Yeah, well, Ben's swatting him away. It's like a fly swatter.
And well, I was gonna say there goes revenge, but he just got it right back.
Yeah. Oh, not spiking. And that Ben with a great tech, getting limit back.
Holy.
What is happening? No shield. Calls out the jump. Does he get the edge guard?
Got the
Ben,
trap.
there's no way you do this, Ben. Not getting 2 frames. Coming in. Back hit of Lariat. Not going to kill.
It's so hard when, like, any option you do to attack one of your opponents, you have to also make sure it doesn't leave you open.
2v1s are very, very difficult. Especially
like, that is insane how much he was able to accomplish.
I agree. Especially for a linear sword character like Cloud, he does not have options to deal with both people at the same time. He does not have, like, a zoning tool to keep people away from him. The zoning tool is a sword.
Yes. And I do feel like some of that was literally to just kind of being, just being a little bit afraid to hit their teammate, because I feel like they did have quite a few openings after he hit one of them to get hit himself. But, you know, when you're in that situation, you have so much time to play with, so much stock left to play. You can be a little bit safer on that. Be like, I'm not fully sure that he can't get shield out. I'll just wait for the next spring.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, this game has started off really fast. Both Vomit and Candle at like 60%-ish.
Yep.
80, bouncing back and forth already. Great conversions here. Limit on deck already. This is just such a fast-paced match of doubles.
Yes.
Back air, forcing Vomit into a bad spot here. Alolan Whip not quite getting the punish, but 34 off stage now, and Vomit's dead.
Punishing that Darkest Lariat. There is nothing he could do after he clicked that button. You just have to wait for that F-Smash to come for you.
Yeah. If you're in free fall, you're just kind of staring at it, and you're hoping it doesn't happen. And you know, against players of this caliber, you know, from either side even, it's very unlikely that they're going to drop something like that.
That's one of the biggest differences in skill between just like being an absurdly good, you know, singles player versus being such a good doubles player. Not only just CRB having the awareness to be like, oh, look at the other side of the stage, see he did a leg action. But, you know, we're seeing that, I assume at least, more from literally too than from OCRB. Those options being thrown out where if your opponent sees you doing that and thinks, okay, I want to switch my attention to you, they're going to get punished and killed for it.
Ben, I don't know if that was an SD or a GIMP or some combination of the both, but not making it back to stage there is going to put us at a huge deficit.
Granted, they still have a pretty good lead.
Yes, CRB is stock tanking, which is like generally I think it would be the other way around, but
that's
walking into the Lariat is going to make their job a lot more difficult here. If they can manage to kill Vomit here on this almost edge guard
if they
situation,
can get a kill before Oath dies.
Yes. And, Oath's not dead. He's holding on to that stock for dear life.
Granted, having to deal with ledge trapping Incineroar, doing that just slightly too early.
Incineroar's dead!
So is Cloud.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's 2v1, 2v1.
It's a 2v1, but CRB is at 90%.
But still, like, the amount of work it's probably going to take to kill CRB is going to damage him. And their team combos, just like I said, are going to go crazy. These two players definitely know how to play with each other, and if you thought that like two synced up players are good in 2v2s, wait until you see him in a 2v1. They are just oppressing him with back air, bouncing him back and forth.
Ooh, interesting to see that he didn't back throw there, because I got hit with that multiple times against them, but yeah. Especially against a player like Candle, where they're so good, you have to be afraid of how fast their mash actually is.
You can't tell me that you're facing down someone who is ranked as high as
Yeah. No, yeah, it is terrifying. But Game 5 coming up here. Really excited to see this. Like, I'm going to be honest here, showing my bias, you know, coming from Fox Valley area, rooting for Oath CRB. I am glad they were able to make it this far. I used to go to school in Eau Claire, so now I'm just living in Fox Valley area. Made it out here because, you know, all my friends from college are still out here. Yeah, no, I've just been making the trip here for the big tournaments. So that first Banbury, GeekCon, and now this here. Probably going to be a while before I come back, depending on when the next huge one is. I don't know if I've ever seen the Vomit Bowser Jr. True. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, this feels like a desperation play, and I'm shocked that they felt the need to go for that, you know? Like, it is 2-2 right now. Why? That is true. Hell yeah. Okay. Yep. You were saving that one, huh? Anyways. Ooh, yeah. Now, Oath is at high percent here. CRB, not quite as much, but... Getting hit by the down throw back air, that's not something you want to see happening at this level of play, because that is not true at most percents. Yeah. There it goes. Think what most people would consider an upset here, just Candle being Candle.
Oh, like I was saying, Candle is a very good player, but Candle
that
might not necessarily be on the same wavelength.
right. Well, especially, you know, yeah. It is just an insane amount of synergy coming out from Oath CRB, and an exciting